Kim Blake could be knocking on doors for any number of good causes, selling tickets, gathering pledges, even selling chocolate bars. But she's not. Kim is gathering signatures.
Good afternoon. My name is Kim, and I'm canvassing today to register supporters for the Sensible BC campaign to decriminalize marijuana and push forward a referendum to decriminalize and regulate. Sensible BC is trying to change the Policing Act, meaning if you are pulled over or stopped in a public place and you have less than 1 ounce of marijuana in possession, that it would be pushed to the back.
We're a campaign to decriminalize marijuana possession in British Columbia by using our power over the police to have the police stop making any arrests or searches for marijuana possession. And we want to get our legislation passed through a referendum.
We need 10% of each riding in Port Alberni. That amounts to about 5,500 sign-ups. That also includes, I believe, Tofino, Ucluelet are in those numbers.
It's a monumental effort, but when we get those signatures, that will essentially trigger a referendum vote in British Columbia in September of next year. I'm very confident that we can win that referendum and that the vast majority of British Columbians want to see marijuana decriminalized, but the challenging part is just an organizational one to get so many signatures in such a short period of time.
Sensible BC says that its poll shows 70% of British Columbians would like to see marijuana decriminalized for a variety of reasons.
These laws are criminalizing people who shouldn't be criminalized, they're costing taxpayers large amounts of money, and they're handing over our lucrative marijuana industry almost entirely to organized crime. Legalizing marijuana means that there's rules and regulations and age limits involved, that there's some kind of control and oversight. Whatever you feel about marijuana, whether you feel it's dangerous, whether you feel it's a good medicine, we can reduce the harms and maximize the benefits under a legally regulated system.
Sensible BC has only 90 days to collect the necessary signatures, which means volunteers will be knocking on doors and attending events until December 5th.
We need lots of volunteers. They can call me at home. I'm on the Sensible BC site. You can find organizers on Sensible BC site. All my information is there, email and phone number. I'd love to have more volunteers and definitely some registered canvassers.
This is an issue whose time has come. Our neighbors to the south in Washington and Colorado have both legalized marijuana. It's time for us to do the same thing right here in British Columbia.
In Port Alberni, for Shaw TV, I'm Nancy Wilmot.